What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are actually going to jump into American Truck Simulator and we are going to build a custom truck. And to actually be more specific, we're actually going to build a custom Kenworth W900 and we're going to build it to be a custom John Deere hauler, specifically to haul for the John Deere. Some of you may remember that we did just recently build this Volvo for Caterpillar and we were hauling stuff for that. Go check that video out up there if you would like to see it being customized or hauled. You guys do really seem to be liking these types of videos, so I will be making a playlist specifically for all the semi-truck customization videos. So go check that out if you enjoyed this video, as I think you'll really enjoy those videos. So anyways, let's get started here. So first and foremost, as I said in the beginning, we will be hauling for John Deere. So I'm actually going to go ahead and change to the John Deere paint scheme, just like that. I think it looks really good. I can't remember the creator name of this mod. I do not own the rights to it, but it's very well done. Could use a few changes, or tweaks I should say. But I think it looks really good on this truck, and this will be a really fun build. So I wanted to go ahead and do this thing a little backwards and build the paint first on it, or at least put the paint on it first, to where I can kind of see what accessories work well with it. And I am kind of torn between going aero cab or flat top. I really do like the flat tops. As you guys might remember, my old Pete is a flat top, or flat roof I should say. And I really think it looks aggressive. However, we have not built an aero one like this. I think we might stick with that one. It looks pretty good. Let's see what our options are. And as for the chassis, I am really stuck between a few. The stock is the 6x4 long with the 220 gallon gas tank, which I think looks really good. We have built several stretch trucks before, and I wasn't really planning on going for a stretch look. However, the stretch look really does change the look of this. Take a look. Right there. I mean, that looks really good. It added a little bit of chrome, kind of shinier right here on the chassis. And then this next one's a little bit different. I really like this next one. It adds some yellow paint to the rear, just like that. And that actually changes things up a bit. It's actually kind of a black chrome here now, and you have the yellow paint, which I think that looks really good. I may end up having to run with that. But just when I really get set on that, check this out. That also looks pretty good. I think I am going to go with this style rear end here, or this style chassis, as I really think that kind of gives it the complete custom John Deere look. But let's move forward and see what else we can come up with. We might come back to it and change later. As for the engine, we will be hauling mainly John Deere stuff for this. So that's going to be everything from pretty heavy tractors to other things like that. So you guys can probably already guess what engine I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with my favorite N14 Cummins engine. And I think we're only going to go with the 525 horsepower. I think we'll just go with the 500 horsepower one. I think that'll work really well with this truck, as I can still haul normal cargo up here and still be able to haul heavy cargo. So 500 horsepower, 17 or 1650 foot-pounds of torque is really good. It does currently have an Eaton 18-speed transmission with retarder, and it's an Eaton Ultra Shift. I do believe that is an automatic transmission. I'm hoping it's not, because I don't like automatic transmissions at all. But now for the fun part you guys are probably really waiting for on this video, all the customization. So let's see how we can really transform this truck. And I really want this to have a real custom look, so I'm probably going to go with all different kinds of accessories. If it has an accessory for it, I'm probably going to pick it. That's an interesting look. Just kind of going through all the grills here. I haven't fully decided yet what look I'm going for, whether it's going to be the painted style or do I really like the chrome. We're going to click that one for now and move forward and go custom bumper. I do really want this truck to have a very custom look to it. I want it to really stand out. So I do really like that chrome there, that really shiny front look. However, you guys know I am a sucker for light, so I might sacrifice that really bright shiny look for the lights down below and go with something like that, because I think that looks pretty good. I really do like that chrome bumper on the front. Of course, then again, if I do run the oversized load on it, which I probably will since we're going to be hauling John Deere tractors a lot, that will kind of get rid of that front chrome look anyway, so why not? Knowing that's going to be like that, let's see what we can change about the grill, if anything at all. I do kind of like that mesh, it looks pretty nice. However, something like the painted around that would actually kind of break things up. I gotta say, I'm kind of torn between different things. This is going to be one of those builds that can really go either way. I think I'm going to run with that, because it kind of breaks it up as well as it complements it. You know, you got a little bit of green with the yellow, green with the yellow. I think that breaks it up and actually looks really well. And of course, we don't have too many options for the headlights. We probably will keep it these standard right here. They are LEDs and they will look really good, as I'll show you guys. And now the part that can really change the semi-truck, the brow right here, can completely change the look of it. I think that looks pretty good. One downside I am having to one of my mods is it's currently not working. So I am limited on the sun visors. So we'll probably just go full aggressive. And in terms of the air cleaner, we don't have a whole lot of options here because once again, one of the mods I usually run is currently not working right now. So we are going to go with this airbox right here. And now we have several options right around here. That trim, and that just looks ugly. And I do like lights all the way around. As you guys know, I am a sucker for light. And I'm kind of digging these oblong lights right here. We're going to probably run with those. And now for one of the other fun parts, the exhausts. The exhaust on these trucks can absolutely make or break the look of a truck. And I really dig those just straight standard pipes like that with no guard. And you got to remember, we do have my favorite Cummins engine in it, so we do want it to sound really good. I really like the straight up metered off the end there. I think that looks really good. We're definitely going to go with these right here. I just clicked on them and I immediately loved them. They're straight piped, they're metered just like that. They're cut at an angle, they're bent at an angle, and they're angled out just a bit. So I think that looks really, really good with this truck. I do like that look, but that just looks too plain Jane. We're going to go with these because that looks aggressive. And that, like I said, the wheels and the exhaust can absolutely make or break the look. Alright, now in terms of mud guards, we have several different options here. Something like that. This is really going to change also. This is also something that'll change the look of the truck. Because I can even go with a full guard like that, which doesn't look too bad, but it's not kind of giving me the vibes I'm looking for. Now that's a painted one. That does actually fit the vibe I'm looking for. Of course, I'm going to change this back here just a little bit, or at least the flaps. I do kind of dig that look. And that's not terrible, but just doesn't quite do it for me. That, I'm going to have to say that looks hideous. I mean, it does blend in with that paint and looks really well, but it kind of reminds me of a Lego. Like this entire, if I put that on there, this entire truck build would have to be called a Lego build. And then you got these style, which is what I was running on one of my first custom truck builds I was going. There should be a black and the green as well, which that doesn't look terrible actually. That looks pretty nice because it does fit the green and yellow paint scheme because obviously it's for John Deere. And then you got like that all green. I do kind of dig that. It's not terrible. But at the end of the day, I think we're going to go with just black. That looks pretty good. It's not too gaudy looking. It doesn't really throw off the color too bad. And you got to remember this is going to be on a trailer anyway, so you're probably not going to see that too much. But we might come back to that and we might change that at some point. And before we complete the back, let's go ahead and pick our front wheels. Because again, this will absolutely change the look of a truck. And you got to remember, we can paint these wheels. We do have some wheels that can be painted, like this style right here. So we have different options. We can maybe go for like a green and yellow look to try and match it. Maybe go an all black or just a shiny chrome. I'm kind of feeling a shiny chrome look. And that's a little bit of a bigger wheel. I'm kind of digging that. I like the bigger, fancier chrome wheels for this build. But I will explore all my options that I have and skip through quite a few of them. Some of them I can tell right away will not fit the look I'm going for. That's another good possibility. There's even another size. It's just a slight size bigger. Chrome. And then again, we do have these custom wheels that y'all have seen on my channel before. I definitely love them, but it does not fit the look I'm going for, as I keep saying. It just isn't there. Alright, so I know which ones I'm going to go for. We're going to go with this style right here. They are the chrome wheels, the Alcos. Kind of a bigger size. I really dig them. And before I move forward too much, I want to try and make the backs match them. But you guys already know there's several different options here, but that is the right one. Scanning through just a couple, just wanted to show y'all on the rear wheels, all the different options. I mean, you got regular steel wheels, kind of base model. For those of you that don't know, you may not have seen some of my previous videos, so there's a lot of different options here you can go with, kind of different custom builds. But we're going to go with the same style that's up front. And before we move any forward, let's come back up to the front, kind of change our tire, which we actually have Goodyear tread and Michelin, which I really like the way the Michelin looks. I think we're going to run with the Michelin. But now we're not done with the wheels. We got some caps that we can possibly change the look of. I haven't decided if I'm going to make them black, do I want to make them yellow, or do I want to make them green? So here's the paintable caps. Let's try and make them green and see what that looks like. So that's kind of interesting. I kind of feel like I can make them yellow and maybe make the cap here, center cap, green. Let's give that a try. Of course, that full-on chrome center does look good with the green. I think that's what we're going to go with. I just wanted to go ahead and test the paint. See, even if I were to paint that green, I don't think that's going to look quite right. So yeah, let's stick with the standard chrome. And actually we're going to go with the premium chrome because I think that looks really good. I will keep the lug nuts green. I think that kind of gives it just a nice little hint. Just a little bit more of an extra customization look. I did almost forget we do have front mud flaps up here before we move to the back. You can't really see too much. Those are the stock, a little bit of an upgrade. I think we're going to run with that new model there. Now to the back wheels, let's go ahead and get those lug nuts and the center caps fixed. Chrome, and let's go ahead and get these center caps and make them green. And do the same thing for the back here. That looks pretty good. And you know, now that I'm looking at the back, I kind of do feel like I could change these to the colored style. Kind of like that. So it's between that, maybe even that one. It's not, you know, it has a little bit of green. So I really do actually like that. It has the little green stripe, but also is black. So it's not full black, it's not full green. I want to like that, but you can actually see where the paint job is actually starting to copy and paste itself onto the truck. So that's actually what that's doing. So it's starting to not look so good. So I think I'm going to actually run with that because of the green accent. I think that looks really good, gives it a custom look. And then of course we got the rear mud flaps, which completely changed the style of the truck. Didn't realize how much of it changes. Now that's always nice because it's all black, but I do kind of dig that lower light section. I think we're going to run with that, just kind of a clean look on the rear. And then we got up top, of course, which already has our cabin lights. We don't necessarily need to go full on cabin lights across the top. And we've already got our horns up top too. So I don't necessarily want to put more lights across the top, like right here. I think I can put 2 in here and 2 right here, because I think that's going to look pretty good with just those few. And then I got all these lights here, and there's going to be lights all down the sides. So I think that's looking really, really good. Now let's jump on the inside here and see what all customizations we can do in. Of course, we're going to completely change our steering wheel, kind of give it that green John Deere look, because once again, as you guys already know, we are going with that full John Deere look. Now we're going to put a breaker bar or cheater ball, whatever you guys want to call it, on there. And we got to have our dancing hula girl. And of course we've got to have us some sort of hanging item here. I think for this one we're going to do the chainsaw toy, because that kind of matches John Deere close enough anyways. You know, it has to do with John Deere. So anyways, let's see what she looks like and sounds like outside. I'm very excited about it. Alright, and we got her done. Take a look at her out in the beautiful sun. It looks absolutely amazing. Love the green and yellow, love the paint scheme. I love all the chrome on it. I think we did a really good job building this one. Now I'm really excited to haul with her. Now let's fire this baby up and listen to her. Again, it is my favorite engine. Now let's give you a quick rev up. I love the turbo spool. And just so you guys can hear it inside as well. Love it, love it, love it. So anyways, we're going to get out on the road and we're going to find us some loads and do some hauling. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. You guys are just going to have to stick around if you want to see more hauling videos with this truck specifically. So if you guys enjoyed this video at all, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. If you liked the video at all, maybe go check out some of my other videos before you decide whether or not you want to subscribe. Either way, I really appreciate your support, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video with us hauling this baby.